there's this big gigantic couch and every subscriber is sitting on it and we're just like watching TV together and hanging out, and I want that to feel this way. Hey little buddy. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, so guess who's home from work early? Okay. Turn off the world. Oh man, okay. My first BTS live performance. Yesterday I watched Save Me, and I apologize, in the video I kept saying it was a one take. Incorrect. Multiple takes, multiple different attempts. It was a one shot, which means action. Do everything, finish, and cut. That's the end. That's the whole thing. It's all done in one shot. There's no cuts. Okay, that's out of the way. My first live performance. Now, today was the day, for those of you that have been following, today was the day where I had to put out, hey guys, I gotta step away from the comments for a couple days because there's a lot of spoilers coming. Now, one thing you don't know about me, and maybe now you do, is that I'm the guy that doesn't watch movie trailers. I don't want to read reviews. I don't want any critiques. I don't even want to know the title. And that's no exaggeration. My wife will tell you when we sit down and she's like, what do you want to watch? And I'm like, you know what? Pick a movie. And then I go, and I just will not look at the screen because even the title can give something away. It draws you in, and I want to be completely clueless, much like every day, and I want to go in blind. If I turn on a movie and it's called Sheila, then when Sheila comes on the screen, I know the whole movie's about her. I mean, I don't know the details, but anyway, there were some spoilers that were given that I kind of wish I didn't know going in. Which is why I'm watching this, because this is where I saw, and really honestly, it was like it was one spoiler, which is probably not a big deal. I hope it's not, but I kind of would have liked to find that on my own. So that's why we're doing it now. And Chili Puff, you called me. I know you said like, hey, you ain't gonna last until the weekend. You are absolutely right. I got home, it's BTS time. So here we go. BTS, Save Me, and I'm Fine. And what I do know, and that's okay, is these are like sister songs, I think is what you told me. Save Me and I'm Fine. Makes sense? Let's do it. Oh, God. The Purple Ocean. Now, full disclosure, one, I know the captions are up there. I think that's awesome. I love that. This is the first time I'm seeing them live, and I've heard nothing but from all of you, even the quiet ones that haven't said anything. Somehow you have telepathically told me that BTS live is even better than studio and music video and everything else. So here we are. I'm watching visuals. I'm watching them move. I'm watching them perform. So if I don't catch a lyric, especially when we get into I'm Fine, which I've never heard before, bear with me. Because you know we're going to watch this like 6 times. Look at those screens. Did you see that? That was sick. Okay, so that was the end of Save Me, which I didn't remember until now. Save Me was a shorter version of the regular song, because like we didn't see RM, we didn't hear Sugar. Army bombs! Wow! Okay, so this was the spoiler that I knew. And it only diminished it a little bit, so I'm not too upset. The music is reversed. Okay, I got that. But before I go on, I have to say this. Oh, man, this was beautiful. This is magnificent, okay? So we go from the ending. How can you do this every single day, all these hours a day, and still have the passion that it takes for the close-up camera to catch that you still care about what you're doing, that you still love what you're doing? I didn't know J-Hope was a rapper. I knew about Suga and I knew about RM. So J-Hope is the third one of the rap line? Maybe I knew that and I fell out of my head because it's all full of BTS. So, not to be distracting, but this, what I'm trying to do is catch the beats per minute of this song and figure out, like, I can't be twice as fast. I mean, it could be, anything's possible with BTS. But my first thought was, and this is ludicrous, but if you're not paranoid, you're not ARMY, right? I had heard something where like the average beats per minute of the human heart, the average across the board is X. I'm not going to even give a number. It's 2 million. I don't know. The average beats per minute of a human heart is X. Like if you're, and I don't mean like if you're sitting still, I mean like if you're in a concert, you're having a good time, average beats per minute. If you have a song at a concert where the bass is kicking and the beat's going and it matches that beats per minute, that there's some kind of effect on the human body physiologically that is like that sensory aspect. I don't know. I'm probably just pulling things out of the universe that I'm just making up, really. I don't know. But that's why I'm trying to figure out, like, where are we at here? I'm liking the message. I'm only kind of, you know, out of the corner of my eye looking at the captions because I'm trying to watch them. Hey, RM. But I can't. Next run, I'm going back through the lyrics. I'm going to tell you right now, mark my words. Let me let this play just in case I miss something. Because these guys are sneaky. Okay, I think we're good. I do like the quote here. I just caught this. Namjoon. Is there that many O's in his name? And I never noticed? I should be ashamed of myself. Even if you're not special, you're limited edition. That's pretty clever. Okay, so, all in all, I'm going to go through the lyrics again. But I have to say, it occurred to me, while these guys were doing all this, it's enough to do it in, like, gym clothes. You know, you got a tank top, you got your booty shorts on, or whatever you wear down there, and, you know, you're pump and iron and all that kind of stuff. And that's enough to do it in full suits with sequins, a little bit warmer than usual suits. There's, man, that's just one song. Think about the choreography that they have to learn and memorize for Save Me and then I'm Fine, right? All together, the 7 of them have to know all that choreography. Now take that and extrapolate it over a 2-hour show, 3-hour show. To be able to do it and remember it all, super impressive. To actually have the physical ability and the emotional ability to carry that out day after day after day, bravo. I am going to see you guys in concert. And you will see me too. Because I'll be there at the front with my little I want to be RM when I grow up shirt. I'm going to have like 9 army bombs on me. And they'll be like, hey, there's that guy from YouTube. And I'm, hey. A grown man can dream. Choreography. I'm going to hit the lyrics. But before I do, I love the choreography of them assisting each other. I mean, it's obvious. It's not like I'm seeing a hidden message. But even if the lyrics don't match that, Just the fact that you see them over and over again, helping each other up, pushing each other back up. I think that's awesome. Now we're going to the lyrics. I hope. Okay, belay that. We got to go to I'm fine. Here we go. Whoa, 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 slow down, brother. I can feel it so easily that I'm alive. Even, okay, it's okay if it's not us, even if the sorrow erases me, even if the sky gets covered with dark clouds again, and I'm in an endless dream, even if I get endlessly crumpled, even if my wings get torn apart, and I become someone that is not me. Ooh, getting chills. For those of you that watched the video, Tell Me Your BTS Story, don't you remember me saying, for years after my dad died, I was not me? I know a lot of you, like, this resonates with you. And I don't just mean this line, like this song, these lyrics. I'm talking about what I just said. I know across the board, comments-wise, and what you guys have been sharing and saying, and it's very clear that those stories needed to come out in some way. You understand what I'm saying when you feel like it is not you. It's okay, only I am my own salvation. So let's let it go with smiles on our faces. We're so fine. Up 'em up. do I like that so much? That pop up, right? Woo! I am going to have some words about this one. Let me give you my 2 cents here. You know how the other day I said, I posted on Facebook, hey, I've got this channel, I'm kind of doing some stuff, I discovered these guys, BTS, something crazy's kind of happening, and nobody got it, right? Well, not nobody got it, but the first question was, what's BTS? And I sat there kind of staring at the screen cross-eyed going, well, I can't just say it's a South Korean boy band because that ain't the case. It ain't that simple, right? At face value, at surface level, this is what it is. Come on now. Open that up and then everything just falls out the bottom because there's all this stuff down there that we're running around. We're all on the big comfy couch and just sliding down the rabbit hole or up the rabbit hole, however you decide to say it. At surface level, I feel like it could be really easy for somebody that's not a fan, or however you want to put it, to look at this song, to listen to these lyrics, and be like, okay, yeah, I'm fine, oh, the sunshine, or whatever, and be like, okay, yeah, it's a boy band song. I do not see it that way, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, simple fact, let's just look at the choreography, okay? Yeah, so the song and all the lyrics of I'm Fine, going away from the save me aspect, like there's loss, there's, you know, and I'm assuming that this is a love thing, right? Losing somebody that you love in a relationship, like that relationship's gone, they're no longer yours anymore, and vice versa. So that's gone. When I'm Fine starts, okay, I love this. So we get the reversal of the music. On the ground, looking up, open my eyes under the painfully blue sky. Why is it painful? Don't worry, I'll wait. You know the answer because our eyes have been closed for so long. Now, whether that's physically or like emotionally, spiritually, however you want to put it, it's like you're asleep and then somebody turns the lights on and you're like, ah, like in a cave. That's what it's like. I open my eyes under the painfully blue sky. The sky has been blue the whole time, but your eyes have been closed and now you open them and it hurts because you have been closed off for so long. I told you I'm gonna have some words about this one. Sunshine raining down on me makes me feel dizzy. Why? Because we've been closed up for so long. Because our eyes have been closed. We're not used to this anymore. This is different. And of course, the visual of him laying down and reaching up. This is the same hand that we were using in Save Me to reach out. They even commented on the making of video. Like, reach out that hand. Save me. Like, this is what it's about. Here, I'm fine. Like, he's reaching up to the sky. Like, I have to get up. I breathe in fully. Didn't we say in Save Me, I can't breathe or there's no breath or something like that? I can feel it so easily that I'm alive. This line resonated with me because when I gave you the analogy the other day of like the staircase, you know, when you're depressed and you feel lost, and then all of a sudden you just kind of have this epiphany that, okay, well, yeah, I am depressed. I am sad. And I'm sad because, and you kind of identify something as the catalyst for you being depressed, you find yourself at the bottom of the staircase. But me telling you that I just recently kind of became myself again from years ago, and I just haven't been myself, it feels different. Like, it legitimately feels different. Like, I feel like it's me again. I don't know how to explain that, but this line made perfect sense to me. I can feel it so easily that I'm alive. It's like I'm back to me. I have actually been somebody else. I've been almost like a lesser version of myself, a more suppressed version of myself for however long. That whole verse was nothing but, well, not nothing but, was mostly just being destroyed. And I know some of you know exactly what I'm talking about when living life and you go through something and you feel like you have been destroyed. Your wings are torn apart. The sky is just darkness. And it's this endless dream, or seemingly endless dream, that it's almost like you feel like, I guess this is the way life is now, and it will never be the same. This gets tricky. No, it may never be the same, but that doesn't mean that it always has to be difficult, that it always has to be troubled. So obviously, for specific purposes, they keep saying, it's okay, I'm fine. And they comment later to say, no matter how many times I have to say this, I'm going to keep saying it. Letting go. We talked about this. Conscious decision, right? You get climbing up those stairs through therapy or processing or whatever you're doing that's you're trying to climb out of that rut, that shell of yourself. There comes a point where nobody can do it but you, where you have to make that conscious decision to take those few extra steps to get to the top of the staircase, to keep making progress. You see the contraction here in the subtitle. Now, I'll let go of your hand. I will let go of your hand. I am doing it. I'm the one letting go. Look at the visual. It's happening. See, I feel like if you look at my body right now, and now let's not get crazy. I know I look like John Cena and not Mr. Rogers. If you look at my body right now as this song is going, I'm kind of bopping, right? That's how I feel. When you go from Save Me, which was devastating, which was difficult, and you go into I'm fine, there's a bop to it. Hey, I'm fine. I'm doing okay. Okay, I got that. This isn't the same feel as Fire or Dope. I mean, and even those two are completely different. I mean, would I say that this song in and of itself is like, musically, is life-changing for me? No. I'd say it's a good tune. It's a bop. I love the lyrics, and I love the choreography that they did to kind of make it all work and make it more visual. I love that. But lyrically, there's a huge message here for so many people. So this action right here, down again, right? I know we're going to see some pop-ups and everything else. But to me, what this meant when we see them go down again, relapse. Now, we can talk about substance abuse. We can talk about grief. Relapse is sometimes part of that process. It's to be expected as part of that process. So if we expect, like, hey, understand this could happen, then when it does happen, you're not completely blindsided as, oh, I guess I have no more hope. I've relapsed. No. Now you're just in that phase. Time to keep on trucking. Come on, play. Right there. To this nightmare that will be repeated. Relapse. That faint echo, right? If he's talking about the relationship or they're talking... Let's extrapolate this, folks. If we're talking about sadness, anxiety, depression, all these things that can be like triggers for us or events that we go through that seem to just hold us and rip us apart for long periods of time and we can't control it. To this nightmare that will be repeated, so expect it, be ready for it. Wait for it. I cast a spell. Here it comes. I'm feeling just fine. Now, I think it's really important right now to mention that it's not literally as simple as like, hey, I'm fine. I'm fine. Because what is that? Suppression. You are suppressing your feelings. You're suppressing and you're not actually processing or dealing with your emotions. If there's anything I can tell you from personal experience is that suppression and just thinking like, okay, it's going to be fine, and just sitting in it and wallowing in it and letting it just destroy you from the inside out, that is the wrong direction to take. But understanding, to this nightmare that will be repeated, I cast a spell on you. I have control. I have control over this. It might not always feel like it, but I'm going to call these shots. I say it to myself over and over, however many times. That is some bedhead right there. That is epic. Everybody's interpretations are different because everybody's experiences are different. Some of you watch this and like you know what the song is about, like you have specific details about what this is about, and everything that I've said is 100% incorrect. I'm okay with that. You know why? Because in art, in things like this, in expression, they put it out and it's up to us to take it in. However we decide to interpret that, that means something to us, that can do something for us, that's why all this works, right? We can have disagreements, we can have arguments, we can have full-blown fights, but the discussion has to exist. There has to be two sides that go. It's a two-way street. With something like this, art, it's put out. It's up to us to take it in and interpret it. Whatever I can get out of this song that I feel like does me good, that's what I do. If you find a lyric that grabs you and does something for you that saves you, hence the song, that's a plus. That's a bonus, right? Man. I'm impressed by a lot of things in this. 100% honest, I'm not as mind blown as I expected to be on this first live performance. Now, I know that might upset some of you, and they'll be like, instant unsub. That's okay. I get it. Maybe I'm not the reactor for you. But if there's anything I promised you when I started doing this is that I would be honest and I would be authentic. There's a lot of things that I love about this. A lot of things. I mean, I just watched a 6-minute video for 38 minutes. Man, okay. The final thing I'm going to throw out there, moral of the story. And I said this to somebody in the comments today when they shared their story about how, you know, depression and anxiety and, you know, the loss of a loved one, whether it's a partner or it's a parent or a child, like, life gets difficult, right? And right now, life can be really, really hard. And it's okay to not be okay. Somebody, one of the boys said that, and it was referenced, and I'm not claiming that as my own. But it's okay to not be okay. But you have to at least remind yourself that it may not always be, it may not always be that way. Times will get better. I mean, for me, it took a few years to figure it out. But now I'm stronger. I'm stronger for getting through it. Man, so this video was different than I expected it to be. I honestly think that for the last 39 minutes, I've been kind of processing my own stuff. So for those of you that are not processing your own stuff, take it from me. That's how it's got to work. You got to get through that stuff. That's what the couch is for. Big comfy couch. There's like 6,000 of us here now. You could just lay your head off to one side and there's going to be somebody there. Reach out. You know how to contact me. I'm in the comments. Make me a YouTube video and send it to me. Whatever. I'm listening. I'm Roscoe. Thanks for watching. Look out for each other.